Hi everyone, delonewolf here and welcome back to Stellaris, welcome to the Apocalypse DLC and welcome to the Rise of Skynet. So this is my very first game that I'm playing after purchasing the Apocalypse DLC. Lots of stuff has changed. I mean, just from a visual standpoint, you can see that a lot has changed in the game here. And the scenario that I chose is something that I feel is pretty good, so I don't have to worry too much about diplomacy or anything like that. I am a driven exterminator, and all of the traits for the Skynet bots are basically faster building. So we are gestal consciousness, let's see here, determined exterminators and rapid replicators. And then I think, let's see here, can I find... we are recycled, so our build cost is down, and we have mass produced, so we can just pump out our terminators. We are bulky and we are made of repurposed hardware, but really we're basically an AI that spawned on our home world, and the locals kind of panicked a little bit, so we had to exterminate them, and now we are continuing that mission into space as well. So let's get going. I've been playing for a couple of hours here, very first game as I've said, and it's a lot different. For instance, you can't just send out military scouts to roam around the entire universe. You really have to pace yourself a little bit more here, because you need to first really have your science ships explore the systems, then you can enter them. And something that is completely different as well is that you now need to basically build an outpost in every system if you want to start building there, for other colonies or for other stations for resources. Which is really a major bottleneck, right? You can see that I'm actually out of influence, and that is what I'm waiting for, is more influence, so that I can send out my construction ships and grab more systems. It costs 45 for a neighboring system, and then 45 every time you go a jump out. Now I'm at 8 out of 12 planets, so if you're curious about these, I took expansion and now I'm working on prosperity. And militarily here, I've got 2 slots left, so let's build maybe a destroyer. No, actually my fleet 1, we are, let's see, we'll go into Belazir. Then on the shipyard we'll build a destroyer so that my fleet is back up. And for the very first time here,
System survey
you know, you don't have any, I don't see any groups that are really more powerful than me, especially militarily, which is a little bit surprising, but that system has completely been overhauled as well, because now those outposts can then be upgraded to star bases and shipyards, and those become your military power, which you can then upgrade with lots of stuff as well. That's pretty cool, and we just built our next colony. We've got so much, I was focusing on the economy so much that we do have an enormous amount of resources, so what I can already do is just start building up all the pubs here. Oh, can I build multiple? Build multiple of these. Let's just click, build that everywhere. Thank you very much. Then we'll build 2 upgrades first. Then we'll get clearing costs energy, so we'll clear these 2 first. Then energy is really important, so we'll definitely grab this next. And this as well, like that. Over here we'll do just more energy. That's better for a mine. More energy here, and we'll keep that for a big upgrade. Let's do that afterwards. And there we go. So that is definitely one thing that I'm doing, is I'm spending lots of my resources right off the bat now. Here, for instance, we build a small outpost, so we're going to build all the possible stations. Just spend. Are you building? Yeah, he's actually building all of that stuff. And this construction bot in 1 month will be able to grab a system as well. And a communique from the Jesinax regime. They are targets and we must seek and destroy them. That's really... so they're all the way over here. 2, 4, 5 colonies. Not too worried. This is something completely new. A casus belli, which you need in order to go to war. Luckily, as the exterminators, I think I can basically go to war against anyone. Evangelizing zealots now. Okay, let's take a look at that. Inferior and equivalent. Gotcha. So this construction bot, let's
protocols.
let's grab this system next. So what we have to do first is to build up a starbase outpost, and you can see that that costs influence, which is really like a big bottleneck for my growth. And what are we talking about here?
Complete.
When are they sending a military fleet after this?
Technological acquisition
Pirate
successful.
stations. Interesting. Tech, that's still pretty much the same. So let's grab this one because it's the shortest one. One thing that has really changed a lot is you can see here small icons about upgrades. So for instance here it says Starbase has defense platforms that can be upgraded. So we are going to upgrade these, and also your fleets
Ship
can upgrade those.
completed.
So let's do that.
Ship augmentations completed.
Like that. And can I build any? Unfortunately I can't build any, but maybe I can show this to you guys. So there's lots of changes, and lots of them are definitely geared
Ship
towards
augmentations completed.
making life a lot easier. For instance here corvettes and destroyers are set to auto best. As
Ship
you
augmentations
develop
completed.
technology, they just the PC the program develops the best possible combination for you, so you don't have to waste too much time in the ship designer anymore. Okay, what have we got here? Pop upkeep reduced, that could be good. Build speed could be good as well, but really doesn't feel that powerful. And getting more unity is what I'll race for first, I think. So we'll do that. Thank you very much. So 35 energy, that's quite alright. And then this construction guy, well, really doesn't have a lot to do unless they would come out with more influence. Up until I have 45, there's really not much that I can do here. Some new stuff as well. You can see these icons here. So there's something called a disabled gateway. No idea how that works. And over here, for instance, we also have an unexplored wormhole. This will probably be fast transportation methods through the universe, but
System survey complete.
you'll likely need tech for that before you can actually use it. So those guys have been upgraded. This construction is also done. So next up we're gonna connect this planet to the rest of the
Construction
Empire. That sounds good too. And then yeah, on my planets I could upgrade these, but I still have only researched one type of upgrade for my research places, so I'm gonna wait until I can do all three. Let's see if there's anything else that I need to do. Here we have the energy, so let's build a lab, and then let's clear these final 3 tiles. Yeah, looks okay. And then on this one we can definitely build another pop. Why don't you... Oh, because I'm on the multiple still. And then we can build a lab here as well. And there we go. Basically, I think that you're a lot stronger defensively because of this new system, where you always have to build an outpost if you want to basically add a star system to your empire, and those can then be upgraded to quite the strong defensive star bases, which is what I've been doing most of the time. But on top of that, you can't just randomly build lots of defensive structures throughout your systems with a limited set of positions, so you can't put them all in one big ball or anything like that. That's how it used to be. Now you can always, let's say that we want to secure a system. Let's actually pause a little bit. I've got so many resources that we don't want to risk running out. But let's say that we are a little bit afraid of like an attack from these guys, the Hentak Horde. They really don't like me, and I think I want to attack them next as well. So let's say that we don't... I mean, they're not going to hit SI1, I don't think. Usaldon is maybe a likely target. And then over here we already have a defensive fortress here as well. So really, Usaldon is maybe a little bit at risk, right? So what you can do now is you can have an unupgraded outpost, which I could upgrade. I still have plenty of... I can do 2 more, but you can also create defensive platforms around these, a couple of them apparently. Which again give it some nice defense. I already have 2 platforms here, so let's say that possibly we want to secure bolivars as much as possible as well. Then let's just build 3 defensive platforms around this little outpost, which has basically replaced the old defensive platforms. And you can basically do that almost everywhere. Of course, there is an upkeep cost for them, but very, very interesting system here so far. And my general tactic, right, just go for fast replicators, focus as much as possible on your economy early on. That seemed to work quite well. I'm not sure, maybe because I wasn't surrounded nearby by many enemies. I've been able to really expand quite quickly, and now I do feel like I've got a very strong economic base to keep going. And here, what does this say? The planet has pops that like buildings to work on. Oh yeah, that's this guy who needs a Batarian power plant, of course, which is gonna give me lots of energy. That's pretty awesome. And another bottleneck here at the moment, it's maybe just bad luck, but it's planets. As you can see here, major swaths of space without any colonizable planets. So that is something to look into as well. I think they changed it. I think they made it so that you don't have that many planets anymore. It slows the game down when you first start it up after installing this DLC. It does say that they've deliberately made it so that the pace is a bit different. You also have to manage your fleets quite differently. You can see I'm at the cap. But on top of that, the fleets have a maximum number as well, and they all come from one of those shipyards. So every shipyard potentially can have a fleet of up to 30 at the moment, which I'm sure I can upgrade eventually. But yeah, that's definitely quite interesting. Let's put down some more defensive platforms so that we fully secure SI1 and the Skynet system. This is going to become a very strong final bastion just in case. And I think if we'll quickly take a look at this again, equivalent and the Handtag Horde, they've got inferior firepower. We could try. Complete. We could try. It's a little bit of a risk, but we could try a war against them. We are driven exterminators, and as part of the first exploration of this system, I mean, I'm lacking any real resource sinks here at the moment. If I found a couple more planets, then maybe I would have gone for that first.
Construction
but considering the problems right now in us finding any of those, I think I have to go to war, because I know that there are potential planets here. So okay, let's do this. Let's pause the game. And we can declare war on him. Something else here that I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but I can only use cleanse purification as my war goal. And I'm not sure what they'll do, but let's give it a try.
War protocols initiated.
Okay, so I can't exactly decide to like ask for systems or anything like that. And what does this do here? Achieve war goals, status quo. We could surrender whenever we want. And yeah, I'm really not sure how this works out. But let's get started here. Why can't I move my my military fleet there? You? No, you don't want to go here either? Very strange. Let's get going here. Ah, now we can. Okay, that's good. And yeah, let's take a look at that. Very first look of the Apocalypse system. So
technological acquisition successful.
That's lovely. We could go for railgun trees, or we could try to find different resources. Build speed increased and build cost reduced. That's actually decently powerful. I think I'll just take a better weapon system at this point. This one apparently can still do like an upgrade. Oh yeah.
Complete.
Let's actually make a fully defensive station here. So we are going to build... Let's see... Fleet anchors are
Construction
necessary to
complete.
support the growth. Naval capacity +4. Okay, let's put that here. Now let's put a missile battery. Let's see, let's give it better tracking. And defensives. Let's wait for that. We still need lots of stuff to build here anyways. Okay, what's happening here? My
Hostile
fleet
stationary asset engaged.
is engaging a first enemy outpost. Oh, that always has some defensive power. Gotcha. Now we do have missiles, and those
Construction
guys
complete.
are pretty fast. I think it's thanks to their commander. So burn it to the ground. Excellent. Oh, and you actually conquered that. My god, that is awesome. That is potentially really good. This actually makes me want to pull this guy over here so that we can conquer this area of space. Because that is absolutely amazing. We're gonna send you to build this system back up. And yeah, let's keep this guy in reserve. And try to not hit his 3 main systems with actual planets that could have much stronger defenses until we have brought both of our fleets together here. Oh, that is cool though.
Successful.
That is very cool. We'll take better power capabilities for my weapons, for my ships, and we'll attack this outpost next, of course. Oh, this could be really nice for me. Anything else? Yeah, you need to obviously grab me that power and that research. We are engaging
System
here
survey
again.
complete.
Don't think that there's too much that this little outpost can do against this fleet here. And yeah, build that upgrade so I can build more ships, I would say. Sounds like a plan. Go, go, go. Small, nimble fleet, perfect for conquests like these. Enemy fleets, not spotting anything. So we are going to exterminate the hell out of them. This system has a planet. We still have plenty
Construction complete.
to go here in planets. So we are actually going to build a colony ship as
Construction
well. So
complete.
that we can just conquer that space as quickly and efficiently as possible. Awesome stuff. Very nice. So that these upgrades are going. Could I... So that's a shipyard. Could I replace this with an anchorage? Let's give that a try. So it'll reduce my defensive capability, but it should increase the number of ships that I can put in my fleets, if I understand the system correctly. Next up here, that's all looking okay. Definitely want to upgrade these guys. Yep. Especially the power structures. What's happening here? That's okay. And, ooh, we actually have a fight here. Fleet on fleet. We've got 1.3k. They have 800 left. We've got better lasers. They might have better defenses. Yeah, we're down to 1.2k. So we just lost a little bit. Which means that the SI-1 shipyard is going to build a couple corvettes mainly, I think. Ooh, he's got another fleet coming. Interesting. This is actually going to be pretty close. Should I try a retreat? I think I could try a retreat. Where is my other fleet? It's up there. Let's do a retreat. And let's bring this baby. Yeah, then we'll attack this way. Let's see if he tries to counterattack. And what about this fleet? Takes a little time for it to get back. And then we'll just start pumping out some more ships. Like that, so that we can do this more quickly.
Alert. Hostile fleet
And there they come,
assets
of course.
detected.
There they come, of course. Well, that's okay. I think I want to try to force them back into a counterattack. Let's see how long it takes for this fleet to get back.
Alert. Station engaged. Alert. Spaceport engaged.
What about some... Can I... Defenses? We can try to put some defenses here. And now both my fleets...
Alert. Hostile fleet assets detected.
No. So it's this. We'll definitely group them up.
Alert. Hostile
Ooh,
fleet
even more?
assets detected.
Alright, so those are small reinforcements. We are going to lose that system. But it is what it is. This is 1.3k.
Construction complete.
Definitely
Construction complete.
bring all of these together. Yeah, and there they go. Oh, I mean,
System survey complete.
I'm liking what I'm seeing here, though. This is pretty cool. This fleet is back as well, so we are going to have... Can I ask it to follow this fleet? Yes. And... Ah, this is gonna be nice. And we are going to send him right up here.
Complete.
And then we should have the upper hand when it comes to the number of ships. Let's maybe secure stuff a little bit more as well. And try to build some more corvettes, because we are bound to lose at least a couple more.
Complete.
And we're up to 47 now, potentially.
Alert. Hostile fleet assets detected. Alert. Hostile fleet assets detected.
Okay. We're gonna counterattack. Let's see.
Alert. Station engaged.
We can reconquer that later on normally.
System survey complete.
What kind of a defensive capability do we have here? 769. That's gonna keep him a little bit occupied, I think. So let's go. And one thing that I'm noting here, they said that you didn't have like a main armada anymore or anything like that. This does still feel a lot. Okay. More people to blow up. So we'll take it. And here, a couple corvettes still being made. We'll ask you to make more as well. And then we'll go after them. That could be a good plan. Yeah, blow that away. So that we can be more efficient. And I'm not seeing the enemy fleets here anymore. Interesting. So conquer that system, please. Thank you. This one is next. And enemies, well, not in my territory. Okay. Very interesting. This also does mean that I really should upgrade this starbase as well, because I can get up to 9 of them.
System survey complete.
And that does feel like something that's pretty damn important, because it gives you potentially lots of fleet assets.
Construction complete.
So, and this one merge. Just keep putting everybody together here. And then we'll work on exterminating, pushing the horde back. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Production, we've got 5 more.
Construction complete.
And we are building 2, so we can definitely do 3 more. 1, 2. I'm going with fast corvettes here at first, just to cover my bases as much as possible, and maybe... So that's gonna be these assets, yes. Now both my fleets should be a lot stronger than theirs. And what about my colony ship? Yep, it's here. Awesome. Cool. Construction-wise, we could...
System survey complete.
Build an outpost here. And do we have anyone here? Definitely build an outpost there as well. So they are all engaged. Can I just tell them to join this way? Hopefully that works. Oh man, very cool. There we go. Conquered, no problem.
Construction complete.
On to the next one.
Construction complete.
And I'm not sure how the war score here works now. A relative measure of the war exhaustion suffered. Where? Oh, here. And then here. So that's a fight here that we should be winning quite easily. Although a second enemy fleet is here as well. We should have more assets than they do. Just keep pouring everything in here. Tell everything to attack or to join in. I think one of the enemy fleets retreated. Okay. Alright. Oh, here that's not great.
Construction complete.
My two big fleets, let's see. Get on this one. What about more production? Let's make a couple of destroyers now. Just because we can. And one corvette. That should be okay. That fleet should be good too. And all those guys should be joining in. Very good. Now, wreck that platform, please. So what I might want to try and do, for instance, I do want to secure this as best as I can. So can I immediately try to upgrade that?
Complete.
Yep, I'll give it this and a gun battery. I mean, if he's gonna attack anything, it's gonna be this one.
Complete.
So also a couple of these, because then we can also move the colony ship in as quickly as possible, just to really conquer this space and try to work on that extermination scenario. Next up here, we are grabbing our two big fleets, and I think we'll quickly conquer these two, then move back and see what happens next. $42 out of 49, couple of big guys coming, maybe even more. I am? Okay, alright. I'm actually using up my resources in this war. So, again, one mechanic here that I'm seeing that I'm not sure I like.
Construction complete.
Is that we can just conquer everything that they've built up. And they can do the exact same. So, you don't have the resource attrition anymore. And what is this looking like? Status quo offer minus 39. So just bring all those ships in, please. That's a big one. I think we can use one more. That's two, putting me at 48. No, so that's going to be one corvette. And all of these guys are going to join that fleet as soon as we can.
Construction
like
complete.
That. And these two are going to grab Ziv, then Landine. Which did they like move in to conquer that? That's interesting. And then I am curious as to upgrade to Starhold, missile battery, gun battery. Okay, and it already has 607 defense somehow. Very cool. Now, That's also something that I really noticed here that is completely different, of course, is you can see that they now need to move up to this waypoint in order to get to this system. So I think that previously what would happen is that you could just go to the nearest border and then jump to another system that was adjacent.
Construction complete.
Ooh, defensive pacts already, huh? I think that they're starting to fear the rise of Skynet. That's 220, that shouldn't be a problem for these two fleets. And this one, just, you know, keep bringing that in. Try and really build those guys up. And I'm at 8 out of 9. That's okay. That means that I can, like, try to build up an emergency one as well. An emergency stronghold, starport, starbase, if I need it. And you, can you merge? You and you merge. Excellent. And then these two are now going to grab Landine. So this should have brought us closer, but it didn't. Strange. I wonder what would happen if I would attack like their capital. Although I don't have any like ground troops, so that's obviously not the plan. Maybe we can like bombard the planet or something. And here in the shipyard, looks like we can build 3 more corvettes to fill up the fleets. And they are going over here. Excellent. Oh, that's just an unclaimed system, I think. Or is it... That's gonna be an unclaimed system. Well, pass by and then I guess we try Takaros. We're half an hour in. We could try that just to see if it's at all possible. Maybe go over here then. Or just go here and then here. And then we'll see if we can attack Takaros. Do some damage there.
System survey complete.
Or is that... Let's see. Do we still just basically need to build up that starport there. Gotcha. Research.
Construction complete.
Army.
Construction complete.
We'll take the biolab. With this... No, maybe with this one. Like that. So that should help with the regrouping a little bit as well. Let's see here. Starbase is being upgraded. What about here? We could do another shipyard, another anchorage. Here, let's leave that for later. Or a resource silo. We could try a resource silo. And start with that. Okay. Next up. Another construction ship that's not doing anything. Let's start working on this system. And over here, that's definitely nice. It's quite costly, but 8 energy, 12 minerals is going to help me quite a lot. Now we are at 34% here. And is there equivalent? Ooh, interesting. They've managed to bring their fleet up to equivalent right here.
Successful.
New research, mining network 3, swarm missiles, or, well, we'll take the engineering facility so that we can upgrade that stuff. Minus 32. Got it. And so we could upgrade these fleets, doesn't even cost that much. And they'll do that in SI1. I guess that's okay.
Acquisition successful.
Planetary FTL inhibitors, starbase FTL inhibitors. Could be good, but stronger shields. Well, actually, can I still switch?
Planetary settlement procedure initiated.
Even more energy is actually the best part. So we'll take that. And those guys should still be hauling it. Yeah, to join these fleets, so that's good. So here they come, 1.4. Get back to SI1. You can see now this does become a nice little stronghold with lots of defensive stations. If they want to attack this, then they'll need to do their best. And I think you can make this super defensive. This is still built around like naval capacity and building up ships. So you could put weapon systems on there, really upping those defensive capabilities. And there are quite strong limits to the sizes of the fleets themselves now. Very interesting system, and I guess that we'll leave it at this for the first look at Stellaris Apocalypse here. As we'll upgrade our ships, we'll try to deal a crippling blow to the Hantak Horde, and then I'll give you guys an update on what happens next. For now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
Ship augmentations completed. Ship augmentations completed.